dreaming in the cul-de-sac, leaned back in a leather-clad seat.
Hi from the top of Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Look at that view. I took the Jackson Hole tram all the way up here so I could start our video and tell you about our trip. We're here in Jackson Hole. It's our first stop. Then we are going to Grand Tetons, Yellowstone, road tripping over to Montana, and going to Glacier National Park. This is a Ben and I, but first stop is Jackson Hole, and first stop is here, the Jackson Hole tram. So we're going to explore a little bit, get some waffles. This place is famous for waffles at Corbett's Cabin. I'll show you that in a bit. And enjoy our time in Jackson Hole before we go to Grand Tetons in a few days. First, look at that view.
Spirits in your potted bag. Suburban summer 17 was a roller coaster ride. A manic pixie dream girl right beside me, and she said she liked me, but I bet it was a
Bit windy, but there's the Grand Teton in the back.
but on tight. She'd still be sitting by my side. I'll never know. I don't like messing with regrets, but I doubt you ever leave my head. Oh, could I have done, could I have said, I'll never know, I'll never know. Oh, I'll never know, I'll never know. We were nothing alike, and I kinda like that. Came from different sides of the crosstown tracks. Guess it's true sometimes opposites attract, but it never lasts. So maybe it was just the right thing lining up at the wrong time. And I think maybe if I'd held on tight, she'd still be sitting by my side. I'll never know, I'll never know. I don't like messing with regrets, but I doubt you ever leave my head.
Morning vlog, welcome to day 2. It's like 6 a.m. right now. Ben's asleep. I'm up for one reason and one reason only. This area is a hotbed for moose activity. Now, I'm actually a little bit late. I should have got up at like 5 if I wanted a better chance. So it's unlikely I'll see a moose, but you never know. And it's worth the effort, in my opinion. Hold on, we're coming up to a forest and field. I'm gonna see a moose anywhere. No moose. It's worth the effort for me just to get up. I was up anyways, you know. It's gonna be a lot of early mornings with these national parks trips. Let me sit and talk to you before I explore a bit. Poor Ben works second shift. He basically works his Australian hours. Not basically, he works his Australian job. So he's very tired, still sleeping. He will be for a while. I'm gonna let him sleep. But unfortunately, national parks trips, as you may or may not know, it's all early mornings, it's camping. So I'm up a little bit early to explore, enjoy the peace. Yes, I know I'm talking right now, but I won't be for long. Maybe get a Huckleberry matcha. This area is known for Huckleberry. And today's gonna be a really fun day. We're still kind of easing into it. No hikes yet, that's tomorrow, I believe. But today we're just gonna explore the town of Jackson. So we're in Teton Village. I'm not an expert. From what I gather, Jackson Hole is the region. The whole name of the whole region that encompasses several towns. Teton Village is one of the towns. It's where the tram was. A lot of people come here for the tram. Jackson is like the main city, town. I don't know if it's a city or town. That's where we're going to be today. We're also going to a rodeo, which I'm so excited for. So we're going to walk around. Maybe I'll find a moose. Probably not, but you never know. And start our day. So if you haven't figured it out by now, we're in Jackson, Wyoming. So specifically the main town within Jackson Hole. So it's called Jackson. That's where I got confused. We are here in, I think, the main square. This is the famous elk arch. There's actually 4 of them. I thought there's only 1, but there's 1 in each corner of the park. TikTok told me I had to get cowboy coffee, but I already had a coffee this morning, so I got a Huckleberry matcha. If you're ever in the area, this area is known for Huckleberry. So my goal on this trip is to just get Huckleberry everything. Huckleberry matcha, Huckleberry pie, Huckleberry, whatever you can think of, name it. So one thing that was really exciting is I posted a photo from the tram yesterday, and one of my friends saw it back from Australia, and it turns out she's actually in town here in Jackson doing a national parks road trip just like us. So she's actually in Jackson, so we're gonna try and meet up with her, because what are the odds? I mean, she's Yeah, came all the way from Australia just for a visit, and she happens to be here when we're here. So that's super exciting. Otherwise, we're just walking around town today. We're going to the rodeo tonight, which is really exciting. If you're in town, definitely go to the rodeo. Make sure you get tickets ahead, because when I looked again, the tickets had sold out. I'm gonna enjoy this Huckleberry Matcha, and I will catch you and show you around town a little bit. Very cool town. It's really cool.
Could I have said I'll never know, I'll never know. Oh, I'll never know, I'll never know. Oh, I'll never know, I'll never know. You made a country club pool feel like Malibu Beach. Sure, your parents had money, but you like to drink cheap. Should've known the first moment you're out of my league, but you said you liked me. Oh, I bet it was a...
So we've just gotten done with Jackson, and now we're driving through the Tetons, Grand Teton National Park. We're not really making like any hikes. So yes, if there's interesting viewpoints, we will stop. For example, we got a picture at the Grand Teton sign, which is really cool, crowded as one would expect. But for the most part, we're just here for the scenic view. Now, we did download an audio guide from Guide Along. I mentioned this in my Canada vlog, I believe part 2. I downloaded it again paid for, not sponsored. I just love it. So we're listening to the Grand Tetons and Yellowstone one, but there's plenty. So I also bought the audio guide for a few walks in Yellowstone, this Yellowstone and Jackson Grand Tetons vibe, as well as Glacier National Park. We're going to Montana, so that is a future video. I believe the next video, keep an eye out for that. But yeah, absolutely love it. You learn a lot. He gives you the history, interesting science features. So for example, the geology of the Grand Teton Mountains, which we're listening to right now, but also important like stops you might want to see, cool visual lookouts, things like that. So I really love it. So another really fun thing is we're doing the rodeo tonight in Jackson. We have tickets. Make sure to get tickets ahead of time because they do sell out. I'm not sure how far in advance, but we got ours fairly far in advance. You're gonna turn left here, by the way. So we're going to the rodeo tonight, which is really exciting. I've never been to a rodeo, but I just feel like it's such a cool thing to do. I'm going to sign off for now. Let's enjoy the drive and the beauty of the Grand Tetons. We'll be back in the park properly hiking, Snake River rafting later, but for now, just a nice, beautiful drive.
It was a right thing running up at the wrong time, and I think maybe if I'd held on tight, she'd still be sitting by my side. I'll never know, I'll never know. I don't like messing with regrets, but I doubt you ever leave my head. What could I have done? Could I have said I'll never know, I'll never know. Oh, I'll never know, I'll never know. Oh, I'll never know, I'll never know.
Good morning, everybody. We're here at Mormon Row behind me. It is technically day 3, but our first real day in the park. We're just doing a pretty simple loop today. Mormon Row, we went to Schwabacher Landing. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I think so. And just some chill walks, nothing major. Oh, hold on, crossing a creek. And then tomorrow we do more hiking. So we're gonna go explore, show you some pretty things, and get on with our day. We are on a small hike alongside Jenny Lake. It's not really an official hike. I mean, yes, kinda. We're just walking along the lake and we're gonna go check out Cascade Canyon. One thing is we didn't bring our gear because we thought this would just be like a walk. And we already saw a bear. So we don't have our bear spray, not even wearing a backpack. We just have our water and like a fanny pack. So do as I say, not as I do. Even like a small walk, I didn't think it would be a big deal. I was wrong. We saw a bear, just a black bear. I have no footage because we don't have bear spray, so just kept walking. Did not stick around to make sure, but be better prepared than us. Anyways, we're gonna go enjoy the rest of the hike. We are getting our bear spray and proper gear going forward. Learned our lesson. We're doing the Taggart Lake and Bradley Lake Loop in Grand Tetons. Then we have a float trip later today, which is exciting. Also, after the hike, just gonna do some last minute sightseeing that we didn't have time for yesterday and go back to the hotel before the float. So that's the day. Ben, how are we feeling about everything?
Good.
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 He's so expressive, that one.
She's a bit cold.
She's a bit chilly.
And welcome to the snake, you guys. We made it. Beautiful. As long as you listen to me when I'm telling you to get down or lean in or whatever it is, you should be good to go.
Wow. We have made it to Yellowstone, our first stop in the West Thumb Geyser Basin. We're doing a short bit of a walk. We're going to try and do a massive day. We're going to try and do as much of the Grand Loop as possible, and then any spillover we can do tomorrow. What we really want to jam pack today so that we can potentially relax and swim in hot springs ourselves tomorrow. So we're going to do our best. We're here at West Thumb Geyser Basin. I'm not going to talk to you too much. I'm just going to show you Yellowstone or maybe point out something interesting, but let's start.
All in my head, like pictures of you, visions of what was said. And I know your storm will settle down.
Bit stinky, like Ben's farts. Rough smell.
So I'll take it back.
If you're at Yellowstone and you want to make a stop, where we are is Canyon Village. There's a visitor center here, got our passport stamped. And also there's restaurants, a sporting goods store, so it's like a full service area. You can have picnics behind me, really good stop. Also the visitor center is great, it's got lots of information. And if you're wondering what I was talking about with the passport, it's this. So the national park system here in the US has what's called a National Parks Passport. You can buy them ahead of time, which we did, or just from the visitor center. Every national park you go to, monument, national lakeshore, whatever, anything in the national park system, you can stamp here. So we've been stamping these stamps. You get a sticker. There's not enough space for a sticker of every spot unless you get a massive book, which do exist. But these little pocket travel size ones have enough space for a couple stickers per region, and then you get these stamps, which tells what date you were at and where you got the stamp. So it's very much fitting into my collector's mindset. If you saw my Japan video, specifically Tokyo, I got all these stamps at the train station and I loved it. So it's continuing on that. Mammoth Hot Springs. 3/4 of the way through the Grand Loop of Yellowstone.
To all the wasted nights, even when you're through the glass. So when I add it up, there is no doubt that I gotta leave me no other route. Well, I don't wanna be your hero anymore.
Under Canvas in West Yellowstone. This is where we're staying for the next 2 nights. It's basically a glamping camping area. It's still camping, but it's nice. The tents are beautiful. The room is beautiful. They offer activities, free s'mores. It's really cute. There's a meteor shower tonight, so I'm gonna try and stay up and see it. Having said that, we did get up at 5 a.m. and we've been out in Yellowstone all day. So that's the best of intentions, but we'll see what happens. Right now we're gonna go get some food. They have a restaurant on site, and maybe make some s'mores. And that is the end of day 5. Day 5.
Every time I fall in line, when you turn the keys and you're headed on your drive, that's when I'm thinking of you. I die inside, but I don't want to be your hero anymore. I guess it's time to hang up my cape.
I think what I like best about this glamping setup under Canvas, well, one, they have a ton of locations, 13 I want to say, but don't quote me on that, mostly around national parks. There is a state park, I believe, as well, But what I really love about it is all the activities. So you can probably hear music in the background, hopefully not too much because I don't want to get copyrighted. They also help you set up activities within the park, which we didn't need, but there are activities in the campsite. So free s'mores. Tonight there's watercolor. I'm going to do some kind of postcard of Yellowstone. Yoga in the morning. Games behind me. Here's the yoga setup, a bar, all kinds of things. So it's quite fun. There's a lot to do. I think yesterday there was jewelry making, which I'm really sad I missed, or stargazing. They're dark sky certified. Well, 5 of their locations are, which I think is really cool. Anyways, I've got some watercolors to do. So our final day in West Yellowstone, well, Yellowstone at all, we are at the Grizzly and Wolf Discovery Center. It's just here in town, West Yellowstone, right outside the entrance of the park. All these bears were translocated because they were getting into human food or maybe breaking in, but they didn't want to destroy the bear, so they translocated them here. So not quite as good as living in the wild, but protects the bear and protects humans. So that's what this center is for.
Don't wanna fight your demons anymore.